How's it going, everybody? I'm the BTC Reaper. My goal on this channel is to teach you how to reap the rewards of trading when the price is going up or down. Voyager may be selling its crypto through Coinbase. Defunct crypto lender Voyager Digital has received $100 million worth of crypto from American crypto exchange Coinbase. This is following nearly 2 weeks of multi-million-dollar transactions that saw the crypto lender transfer crypto assets worth $86 million to Coinbase. These transactions had led to speculations about possible sale of assets. Blockchain analytics firm Look On-Chain revealed on Twitter earlier today that Voyager Digital had received $100 million USD coin from Coinbase over the past 3 days. The USDC from Coinbase overlapped with bankrupt crypto traders' multi-million-dollar transactions in the United States-based crypto exchange, which involved the transfer of 23 assets worth more than $86 million. These included 15,635 ETH, worth $25 million, 2.24 trillion SHIB, worth $28 million, and 3.26 mana, worth $2.15 million, and 640,000 Link tokens worth $4.74 million. Among several other tokens, Voyager also sent more than 28 million of its native token VGX. According to Look On-Chain, the defunct crypto lender currently holds 631 million in assets. This includes 172,223 ETH worth 276 million, 186 million USDC, 6.5 trillion SHIB worth 81 million, and 2.14 million Link worth 15.8 million. The bankrupt crypto lender was in the news earlier this week after federal and state level regulators in the US objected to a $1.02 billion deal with Binance US for the acquisition of its assets. So maybe this is a possibility that Coinbase has approval to acquire their assets. CoinFLEX claims Blockchain.com owes over $4.3 million in Flex. However, Blockchain.com claims it's the other way around. This could cause some sort of a black hole in the crypto area, like we saw with the FTX and other insolvencies. Crypto exchange CoinFLEX is demanding that Blockchain.com return $4.3 million worth of Flex coins or face legal proceedings, claiming it lent the Luxembourg-based financial services company a combined 3 million Flex coins last year, according to a demand notice obtained by Decrypt. This is completely false, Blockchain.com told Decrypt in response. On February 24th, the February 24th dated notice asserts that Blockchain.com has until March 7th to confirm it'll repay the Flex coins and sets a deadline of March 21st for Blockchain.com to send other funds. Otherwise, CoinFLEX says the exchange will face the commencement of legal proceedings, including but not limited to a formal demand of payment called a statutory demand. From then, Blockchain.com would still have an additional 21 days to repay the funds, which consist of 4 loans allegedly issued between March and June of last year, according to the document. You have failed, refused, and or neglected to repay the 3 million Flex coins that are long overdue to be repaid, the letter to Blockchain.com states. If our client is compelled to enforce its legal rights against you, it will naturally look towards you for the maximum amount of interest and costs as recoverable at law. CoinFLEX has provided no evidence, documentation, or on-chain data to support their claims, the Blockchain.com statement read. The letter allegedly sent to Blockchain.com was from a Singapore-based law firm called 9 Yards Chamber LLC, which lists CoinFLEX as its client in the notice. CoinFLEX's claims is completely meritless and a work of fiction from an insolvent company currently sued by its customers for dissolution, Blockchain.com said. In fact, CoinFLEX owes Blockchain.com for its services rendered which remain unpaid at this time, and we will soon initiate collections. Blockchain.com faces its own challenges. The firm has been trying to sell some of its assets to patch a $270 million hole in its balance sheet, one stemming from cash and crypto it lent to bankrupt hedge fund 3AC. So this could cause a little bit of another insolvency hole if no one pays up. and there's a little discrepancy on who owes who. Alchemy launches Dapps Builder for the next billion Web3 developers. Alchemy hopes its new Create Web3 Dapps or CW3D platform will help bring more people into decentralized technologies. Our overall mission and vision is to bring blockchain or Web3 to a billion people, Elon Halpern, product manager at Alchemy, told Decrypt in an interview. The way you really see that happening is by empowering developers. For Halpern, bringing Web3 to the masses starts with getting developers excited by creating the products that people will use. There's kind of this flywheel life cycle where if you want my grandmother to be able to use a Web3 app, there has to be a product that she's actually excited about using, Halpern said. And in order for there to be a product, a developer has to be excited about building that product. Alchemy is a blockchain software development company that builds applications across several chains including Ethereum, Polygon, Arbitrum, and Optimism, with bad plans for Solana integration coming in the future. Don't plan on any of those apps working, they'll be shut off at any time, just look at yesterday. Alchemy, often described as the AWS of blockchain, raised $250 million in Series C funding in October 2021 and August 2022. Alchemy acquired the Ethereum coding platform ChainShot. Alchemy says Create Web3 Dapps tool is open source, something Halpern said was intentional. Open source means that anyone can add to it and build upon it, and other people can use what other people add to it. We want people to contribute to it, she said. The idea here is you can build your own templates, components, and find features and things you want. Adding that the CW3D tool aims to make developer lives easier. This means involving a lot of other ecosystems, involving a lot of other developer advocates, and people to be able to contribute there. So, there's a little bit more. What we did was boil down what are the absolute essential packages and libraries that you need to start a Dapps. Halpern said, "We're not going to make this really heavy, it's not going to be super bloated, it's going to be lightweight. If you really want to build the next generation of mainstream apps, the tooling and infrastructure has to be able to support that." Shib launched a Shibarium portal to boost adoption, warns crypto traders to avoid beta tokens. The team building Shib's highly anticipated Layer 2 blockchain Shibarium has released a portal dedicated to boosting adoption of the new network. The joint Shibarium portal is designed to be a hub for developers, content creators, business owners, and job seekers looking to contribute to the ecosystem. Lead developer Satoshi Kusama hopes the new site will make it easier for anyone looking to build on Shibarium to collaborate. Shibarium is designed to be similar to other Layer 2 scaling solutions like Polygon. The network will let developers create custom tokens within the Shib ecosystem. It's also expected to significantly speed up transaction fees and lower gas fees. Or transaction speeds, sorry. As Shibarium gears up for an imminent beta launch, Kusama is also sending an alert to crypto traders, warning them to watch out for new tokens that launch on the nascent network, or this beta network. During the beta, all tokens and products on the beta network are for testing purposes only. Don't get scammed and buy anything you'll find on Shibarium until the Shibarium mainnet launch. The beta version is expected to launch next week. So on to the charts. Go to the daily here. So we got a little bit of a pump up today. Excuse me, sorry about that. Over on the daily, our money flow tried to head up. It's somewhat heading back down. Our stochastic wants to make a bullish cross. Our RSI really didn't go very far. Momentum's peaking down just a little bit. Our VWAP is trying to head up. So short term, we're trying to head up, but some of our other indicators look like they might want to head down. The 4 hour money flow looks like it wants to break after heading bullish. We got quite a sharp peak up, and now we're getting a sharp peak down. Our VWAP somewhat following that. Our momentum is heading up, However, it looks like it wants to start to roll over. Our RSI is starting to roll over, but our stochastic's heading up, so our RSI has a lot of strength, but that strength looks like it's about to kind of give up a little bit. The 2 hour, we have a little bit of a bearish cross here, had a red dot on our RSI, so those kind of go together and could come down. Our VWAP is about to break, so that's somewhat concerning. We'll have to watch that. Our money flow is generally heading up, so that is positive. Momentum did head up, so that was positive. However, it looks like we might get a little bit of a breather here, but that's not too concerning, as we could make a cup and handle here. So here's a cup. This would be our handle. If we head down just a little bit more, maybe around here, and then start to head back up, that'd be a full cup and handle. And then if we break that, you'd measure your neckline to the bottom, and that'd take us to about 24K. So we do have hope for a breakup, even if we give up a little bit of these gains. So over on graph, on the daily, we are in our bear flag. However, we did bounce off the bottom pretty strongly. We have a green dot forming with tomorrow's candle, so look for that to confirm. Our money flow is starting to head back up, so that's positive. So stochastic's starting to head up, so that's a good sign, as it could give strength to our RSI, and that RSI needs to start to kind of move up and continue to move if we're gonna try to break out of this bullishly. Over on the 4 hour, we do have a little bit of a reversal arrow, which could signal that we could head back down, but it also could signal we could go up, as here we've gone up, here we've gone down, here we've gone up. So they're not always a reversal. Sometimes they just signal that like this previous downtrend could be over. Sometimes they're a little bit laggy of an indicator, but sometimes they indicate that, hey, you'll drop from here. So they're a little tricky to read. Stochastic's heading up, RSI is heading up, momentum wave's heading up, but our money flow rejected crossing bullish, so that's concerning. We'll want that money flow to curl back up and head up. Our VWAP is generally coming down, so that's also concerning, as our medium term trend is coming down. Over on the 2 hour, we do have a green dot that printed, so that is a bullish sign, as that means we could get a bullish run up. However, we have a hammer candle on top, which generally can be a bearish sign and drag us down, so a little indecision. We have a stochastic bearish cross here and a red dot on our RSI, so we could get a little bit of a breather here. If we get that cup and handle, it's likely we'll get some breathers on our altcoins. Over on XRP, we did break halfway down from our triangle, and we're kind of just sticking here, kind of flagging. However, our momentum wave is signing a divergence here on the daily. Our money flow was trying to break above just a little while ago, and now it's somewhat starting to curl away, so that's concerning, because that means we could see some more downside. VWAP is trying to curl away as well, so that's also concerning. Stochastic's coming down pretty heavily, and our RSI is just kind of flat but sliding slightly. Over on the 4 hour, our momentum wave's heading up, so 4 hour looks strong. We could head up, but our money flow is coming out still, so we did reject on the 4 hour as well. We'll need that to curl up and break. Our stochastic's heading up still, but our RSI is pointing down, so even though our RSI is strength, it's going downwards. If we look over at the 2 hour, we have a red dot forming on our momentum wave after just peaking bullish, so we could just flop over right here, which would be a bearish sign, even though we had a bullish divergence on our momentum wave. So that's a signal that we could have had a little bit of a break up, but we might not get that, and we could fall flat. Stochastic's starting to cross down and head down, and our RSI is starting to head downward as well. Over on Algo, we're still falling from this channel that we had. Our momentum wave is curling bearish on the daily, so on the daily it does look like we could round. Our VWAP is heading up, money flow is trying to recover, Our stochastic looks like it wants to make a bullish cross, so it's looking somewhat alright for a recovery here. Over on the 4 hour, our stochastic's heading up, our RSI is heading up, but our momentum wave keeps bouncing off the neutral and trying to break into the bearish zone. Our momentum wave is heading up, but if that money flow comes down, then other things could likely start to head down as well. Over on the 2 hour, our money flow has a slight increase here the last several hours. Our momentum, is heading up. However, it looks like it could start to round off, and our RSI is starting to round off with our stochastic making a bearish cross and heading down. So algo's looking like we could give up some of these gains today, but that's because we're making that cup and handle. So if we make that cup and handle, we could give up some gains and then get better gains later. Thank you for watching tonight's video. I hope you have a wonderful night.